Hi all. Today we can discuss about the convolution theorem in Laplace transform. We have two functions f of t and g of t. The convolution of these two functions is defined as f, this star symbol denotes the convolution process, g is equal to integral 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du. That is, it is a mathematical operation which includes the integration of the product of the two functions. After that, one function is shifted and flipped. That is, t is flipping to u and there is a shifting here too. So the convolution f star g is defined by this integration process. We can change the order of this function too. That is, here f of u, instead of that we can write g of u, or the shifting to this f function, that is f of t minus u du. That is, f star g is equal to g star f. F convolution g or g convolution, both are same. How it helps in finding the inverse Laplace transform? The beauty of this convolution theorem is that the convolution of the two functions is same as the product of their Laplace transform. That is, the f of s is the Laplace transform of the function f of t. G of s is the Laplace transform of the function g of t. If we multiply these two Laplace transform, that is f of s and g of s, that is same as the convolution of these two functions. So, in a given question, to find the inverse Laplace transform, if we can break that question as the two terms, then the Laplace inverse we can find out very easily using this convolution theorem. That is, Laplace inverse of the product of two Laplace transform f of s and g of s will be same as the convolution of those two functions. That is, f star g is equal to integral 0 to 2 f of u g of t minus u du, or it is also same as g of u into f of t minus u du. Okay, so using this convolution theorem, we can find out the inverse Laplace transform. We can take some examples. The first example, I'm rubbing this. Question: find the Laplace inverse of 1 divided by s plus a into s plus b. Okay, see this question, here the entire question we can break into two parts. That is, this is 1 by s plus a into 1 by s plus b. Now, this 1 by s plus a is the Laplace inverse is e raised to minus at, and this 1 by s plus b Laplace inverse is e raised to minus bt. So we can write this e raised to minus at as f of t and e raised to minus bt as g of t. Since these two, this one question when break up, we can see that it is the product of the Laplace transform of two functions. Which are the two functions? E raised to minus at and e raised to minus bt. So we can apply the convolution theorem. What is our convolution theorem? Laplace inverse of f of s into g of s is equal to integral 0 to t, that is same as the convolution, that is integral 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du. That is, this is equal to integral 0 to t. What is our f of u? F of t is e raised to minus at. Flip that t to which parameter? U parameter. So it will be e raised to minus uu. G of t minus u. G of t is e raised to minus bt. So t, convert that t into t minus u. T minus u du. Okay, now we have to be very careful. The integration is not with respect to t. We have already flipped the t parameter to u. So the integration we have to done with this with respect to u. So what will be this integration? E raised to minus t parameters are constants there. So we can take this integral 0 to t. E raised to minus bt is a constant. E raised to minus bt is a constant term there. Then remaining is e raised to minus au here. Here e raised to minus b minus u, that is plus bu. We can combine that, that is e raised to b minus a into u du. Okay. Now we can do the integration. E raised to minus bt I am taking outside. The integration with respect to u, so this will be e raised to b minus u divided by b minus a. Apply the limit, lower limit co and upper limit t. On applying the upper limit, we are getting e raised to minus bt, e raised to b minus a. Instead of u, we can substitute t. T minus e raised to b minus a, u we have to apply here 0. So e raised to 0, that is 1 divided by b minus a. So what is this? This is say equal to e raised to minus bt into e raised to b minus at. Therefore b minus bt plus bt will cancel. So this term will be e raised to minus at minus e raised to minus bt into minus 1, that is e raised to minus bt divided by b minus a. See this? Here the given question is the product of the Laplace transform of two functions. So we can directly apply the convolution theorem and we can find out the inverse Laplace transform very easily. We can do another problem. Question is, find the Laplace inverse of s square divided by s square plus a square whole square. Okay, see this question. Here we can break the given function into two parts. That is, this is same as Laplace inverse of s divided by s square plus a square into s divided by s square plus a square. So now this is the product of two Laplace transform. This is f of s, this is g of s. So what will be our f of t? F of t will be the Laplace inverse of s divided by s square plus a square. What is the Laplace inverse of s divided by s square plus a square? In the numerator, if it is s, that will be cos function, this is s square, plus therefore not hyperbolic, normal, that is cos at. So f of t is equal to cos at. Also f of t, this is also s by s square plus a square. So g of t is also cos at. F of t is cos at and g of t is also cos at. So we can write this as Laplace inverse of the product of two Laplace transform is same as, according to convolution theorem, it is same as the convolution of two functions f and g. Don't get confused as the star as the complex conjugate. So this is f star g is the convolution of the two function f and g. It is same as integral 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du. Okay. So this is equal to integral 0 to t. What is f of u there? F of t is cos at. So f of u is cos au into g of t minus u. G of t is cos at. So g of t minus u is, instead of t we have to write t minus u du. Okay, now we have to apply these trigonometric relations. We should have a clear knowledge about all the trigonometric relations. What is 2 cos A cos B, 2 sin A sin B, etc. So what is 2 cos A cos B? 2 cos A cos B is cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Okay, so when we are applying here, this is new, there's a lack of 2, so we can write it as 1 by 2 integral 0 to t cos A cos B. So this is A, this is B. So A plus B, AU plus AT plus minus AU. So AU will cancel. We are getting cos AT plus cos A minus B. AU minus AT minus AU. So minus AU becomes plus AU. So we are getting 2AU minus AT into du. Okay, the integration is with respect to u. Most of them are making the mistakes when they are doing the integration. They are integrating the t parameter, t terms too. Okay, here the integration is with respect to u, so t terms are constants there. So what will be the integral here? 1 by 2 into cos 80 is a constant with respect to u. So what will be that? Cos 80 into u. Okay, the integral will be cos 80 into u, plus here u terms are there. So what is the integral of cos function? Sine term. So sine 2au minus 80, the divided by the integral of the u term. 2au integral is 2a. Apply the limit, is lower limit 0 and upper limit t. So we are getting 1 by 2 into, on applying the upper limit, this is t cos 80. Okay, minus lower limit, that is u becomes 0, that time will cancel. Plus here when we are applying the upper limit, this is sine 2a. For which term we have to apply the t u term. So 280 minus 80, that is 80 divided by 2a, minus, when we are applying the lower limit here, this becomes 0. Therefore sine minus 80 divided by 2a. Okay, so sine of minus theta. What is sine of minus theta? Sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. So this will become minus sine 80. So this minus and minus become plus. So this become 2 sine 80 by 2a. 2 will cancel. So we are getting here sine 80 divided by a. This term is t cos 80, and outside we have 1 by 2. Okay, so this is the answer. If you want, we can again simplify this by taking a outside, that is 1 by 2a, 80 cos 80, by taking LCM, 80 cos 80 plus sin 80. Okay, so here also using the convolution theorem, we can find out the inverse Laplace transform easily. Okay, if in the question instead of s square plus a square, we can do the next question. This is the third question we can do. Okay, instead of s square by s square plus a square, this will be 1 by s square plus a square all square. So how can we find out the inverse Laplace transform? So then also we can break the given question into 1 by s square plus a square into 1 by s square plus a square. So it is the product of the two Laplace transform, f of s and g of s. So what theorem we can apply? Convolution theorem. So what is the convolution theorem there? Laplace inverse of f of s d of s is the convolution of the two function, integral 0 to f of u g of t minus u du. So here what is the f of t? Here what is the f of t? Here f of t is the Laplace inverse of this function, that is 1 by s square plus a square. What is one Laplace inverse of 1 by s square plus a square? That is not cos, that is sine function, sine 80 divided by a. This is also g of s, g of t is also f of t is equal to g of t, that is also sine 80 divided by a. Okay, f of t is equal to g of t is equal to sine 80 divided by a. So now we can apply the Laplace convolution theorem here. Integral 0 to 2 f of u. What is f of u there? That is sine a. Instead of t we have to write u. Change the t parameter to u. So sine a u divided by a into g of t minus u. Okay, second function we have to change it as sine a. This t changes as t minus u. That is, there is a shifting and flipping both. Here only flipping, there shifting and flipping, divided by a du. Okay, so now this is 1 by a square integral 0 to t. I have taken outside. So here sine a plus sine a into sine b. Okay, so we should know about this trigonometric relation. What is 2 sine a sine b? 2 sine a sine b is equal to cos a minus b minus cos a plus b. Okay, if it is 2 cos a cos b, then cos a plus b plus cos a minus b. If it is 2 sin a sin b, cos a minus b minus cos a plus b. So on applying here cos 2, there is a lack of 2, so we can write the 2 1 by 2 here. So here this will be cos A minus B, AU minus AT minus A minus AU. So AU will plus the add then 2AU minus AT. Okay, 2AU minus AT. This A I have already taken outside. So cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. So cos A plus B, AU plus AT plus minus AU cancel. So this is cos AT, and with respect to, the integration is with respect to u. So now we can take the integration 1 by 2a square. Here this cos integral is sine. So this will become sine 2a u minus at divided by, this integration is with respect to u. So 2a will come here minus this cos at, there is no u term there, so cos at is completely a constant, so a constant into u, apply the limit 0 to t. Okay, so that is 1 by 2a square into, here on applying the upper limit, this is sine 2a, you apply the upper limit t, so 2at minus 80, that is 80, so sine 80 by 2a minus, on applying the lower limit here 0, on applying this becomes 0, then sine of minus 80. Okay, sine of minus 80 divided by 2a. We know that the sine of minus 80 is minus sine 80. So this sine 80 plus sine 80 and sine 80 will add, then 2 sine 80 by 2a. So this entire term will become 2 will cancel, and this becomes sine 80 divided by a. Okay, minus here this u cos 80, on applying the upper limit this becomes 2 cos 80, on lower limit this u becomes 0, that will go. So we are getting 1 by 2a square into sine 80 by a minus t cos 80. Okay, if we want, we can take this a also outside, that is 1 by 2a cube, this I am taking outside, so this becomes sine 80 minus 80 cos 80. Okay, so only thing we must have a clear idea about this basic inverse Laplace transforms formula. Then such complicated questions we can do usually using convolution theorem. Only thing we first we have to check whether we can break up that given question as the product of the two Laplace transform. Okay, we can do one more question. Find the Laplace inverse of find the Laplace inverse of 1 by s square into s square minus a square. Okay, so how can we find out this? Okay, so how can we find this? Here we can we shift, can we split it as two as the product of two Laplace transform? See this is 1 by s square and in 1 by s square minus a square. Okay, so 1 by s square is the Laplace inverse of which function? Sorry, the 1 by s square is the Laplace transform of, that is Laplace inverse of 1 by s square is t, and Laplace inverse of 1 by s square minus a square is equal to what is 1 by s square minus a square? Sine hat. Sine hat divided by a. Okay, so this is our f of t, this t is our f of t, and sine hat by a is our g of t. So see these are the product of two Laplace transform. 1 by s square is f of t, sorry, f of not t, this is Laplace transform, f of s, this is g of s. So if the given question we can write as the product of the two Laplace transform, we can apply the convolution theorem as Laplace inverse of f of s g of s is equal to integral 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du. So that is integral 0 to t f of u, the f of t is t, that is f of u is u, into g of t minus u, that is g of t is sine hat, so sine hat t minus u, t changed to t minus u divided by a du. Okay, we can also or change the order, shift order. That is, it is not compulsory that we have to write f of u and g of t minus u. We can also take it as g of u and f of t minus u. Okay, here I am writing in that way because or we can write it as integral 0 to 2. Instead of here the shifting, we can substitute the shifting for u this term also. That is g of t, we can g of u. We can write it as g of u, that is sin HAU by a, or into g of t, f of t minus u, that is t minus u du. Okay, so that is convolution of f, g and g, f both are same. Okay, I have already explained it at the beginning. So that is, we can, I have written like this way because if the shifting is in the symbol term, then integration will become more easy. Okay, so now we can integrate this by parts. That is, this is Euler principle, this is first function, this is second function. So this is the first function into integral of the second function, integration by parts. So sin HAU integral is cos HAU. I have taken the 1 by this 1 by a we can take outside, integral 0 to t. Sorry, we are integrating that. This 1 by u I have taken outside. So t minus u, first function, into integral of the second function, that is sin HAU integral is cos HAU divided by a, minus integral of the derivative of the first function. Okay, this is 0 to t minus integral of the derivative of first function. Okay, the derivative is with respect to u, so minus u derivative is minus 1 into integral of the second function, first function into integral of the second function minus integral of the derivative of the first function into integral of the second function, that is sin HAU integral is cos HAU by a du. Okay, so this will become 1 by a. Here on applying the upper limit, this become t minus u. Apply always remember, for u term we have to apply the limits here. So u become t, so t minus t is equal to 0. So on applying upper limit it becomes 0, minus on applying the lower limit 0, t minus u 0, that is t. Here cos HA 0, cos 0 is 1, so this is minus t by a. So here minus into minus plus, on integrating this term, that is 1 by a is here, cos HAU integral is sin HAU divided by a. Okay, apply the limit here, integral 0 to t. Okay, so that is 1 by a minus t by a. Here on applying the limit here, 1 by a square sin HAT minus, here on applying the lower limit this becomes sin 0, that is sin 0 is 0. Okay, so our answer is 1 by a into minus t by a plus sin HAT divided by a square. Okay, so if we want, we can take this a square outside, so we are getting 1 by, take the LCM, then 1 by a square into a, that is a cube, so minus AT plus sin HAT. Okay, so we can solve more problems too. Suppose this is 1 by s square into s square plus a square. Instead of this s square minus a square, if it is s square plus a square, what will be this? The same method. Only thing here 1 by s square plus a square, then the second function become g of t become, instead of sin HAT by a, this become sin AT by a. Okay, so depending upon this minus or plus, this function will change. That is, in the given question, if we are finding that the given question, we can write it as the product of the Laplace transform of two functions. We can break that function into as the product as two functions and find the Laplace inverse of the two functions individually and apply this convolution theorem by just as it is a simple integration process. Only thing we have to we must have a clear knowledge about the trigonometric relation, 2 cos A cos B, 2 sin A sin B, etc. So try more problems. All the best. Bye.